Dum dum da dum dum da dum 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 dum. Good evening and welcome to the people's Proletarian, Petroleum, Prefecture, number 75. Game is initialized. This pollution monitoring station, 24th of November. The snowy season has just begun. Lovely. This is a bit of an experiment, this one, because it will determine the walkability of this here thing. Will determine sort of what we can do. It's actually possible to walk to both school, shopping center and university, but not to hospital. Okay. Another idea I thought about a little bit would be to say, is this, yes, this is plenty. They can take care of judgment there. And you see the prison. Now we have heating for it. Yes, we have gotten diesel into the little fuel heating plant here. It takes quite a significant amount, I would say, just to do. Does this have a heating? No, it doesn't. Cableway station doesn't, but what should I call them? It's only aeroplane stations maybe that require heating. Maybe boats too. Shipping harbor for citizens. I don't think so. It's a bit ambiguous there. How you? Yes, but I was thinking about up here on the mountain. So if you look over here, yes, I'm getting to the point. Orphanages. We already have like too many of them, really, but they're full. And there are childs without appropriate upbringing. You see, childs without appropriate upbringing, 6. That's no good. You're 8. Someone older, you can see what's going on. You're educated, 95% happy. That was the problem. Nothing really should be your problem. Yeah, well, the idea was to build the orphanage up on Prison Mountain. Isn't that just awful? Really? You see, then they take the cable car down to school and university and such. Yes? This is the general idea anyways. See if we can get it done here. State infrastructure and the orphanage. 2? How many workers again? More than 40. Yes, then we could definitely stand 2. This, they would have the greatest view. In the land. And just so that we can get going on this immediately. You can hear the old bulldozer sound effect is back, or digging sound effect, or whatever it is. It's that's good. Very good. So, go both at the same time. Yeah, sure. No problem, is it? But we shall see. Okay, they get empty now, actually. Now we are satiating this with workers, whilst also utilizing all the workforce for that comes up. It is in perfect balance. You must be joking. It can possibly be in perfect balance. This 12 workers on board. 12 get off. Not quite 12 workplaces available here. Oh, yeah, but you have the heating plant too, you see. But you 1 or 2 walks over there. They walk to this place. I'd imagine. They do. To make that more comfortable. Future. I need one of these here footpaths. can't see a goddamn thing what I'm doing. But something like this is what we want, and then over to the next one too. This is just lovely, this, you know. That one doesn't matter, really. Oh. There you go. Footpath for the children. And now we speed it up. We get something happening. God damn it, it's winter time too, and snowy roads. You don't seem to realize this. Doesn't matter because it's so much uphill anyway. Something. No. Do you ever manage to load any? We had 25 prisoners. Something worth checking out if this actually works. It didn't really. You haven't. There you go. 7 prisoners you got. Okay. To all of them also get to work in the mine, so that would be great. This will take ages, this traveling on this bus. Yes. Problem is that the mine might be full of people. Yes, but if we could maybe balance this in such a way, if we buy enough of these here cable cars to keep enough workers out of the mine, to balance it with prisoners that we fill up with these prison buses going up and down the mountain. Maybe. How does this work? You're already 4 hours into your work shift. Your average productivity is 67%. Maybe not going to do so great. Your happiness is 18%. You've only been in here a short time. Not been rehabilitated yet, you say. See if you get to work next stop. Raska prison. None of them got out. Oh, but you're heading the wrong way, and there is the gas station up just before the prison. You know, you really could go that way. Okay then. Never mind. We're not even saturating this on workers. We could actually have like one more. No, we couldn't. We forgot these things. This uses workers. Yes, this requires gravel. They're doing groundworks. Yeah, it's going to take a long time. And that didn't work because, no, we didn't get any prisoners into the mine. It is because it is full. Yes, buy more of those. Then tie people up on cable cars all day. You. Too many, but too few. One more. One more. I could have 60 in total. Imagine 60 of these. 61 was it? Iron mine. 63 I can have. Right. You're no longer transporting prisoners, but that does not necessarily mean that we have prisoners in the mine. No, we do not have prisoners in the mine. Not yet. Do we need even more of these? It doesn't matter. Do we have... Wait, now. Yes, I'm making all sense. You see, now we have workers coming back down the mountain and then getting off and walking to the mine to work. So we're not tying up enough people, but when the orphanages are done, are done up here, need to bring buses, really. Difference does it make? I can't really stop them from bringing people on bus in an easy, convenient way. Especially not convenient. It's not as if that it is very difficult, but it is not convenient. Yes, and here people can do whatever they want. Yes, so children and students will go here and they will go down the mountain and then they'll go to school and to the little technical college. Not that we have an enormous amount of, but here it is so few jobs that require education, really. It is like you being a police officer and being a doctor. Seems like we have quite a bit of staffing here at the police station. For the town size, maybe a bit more than we need. This is starting to fill back up. That means that even now that the mine is full, yes, we're only overproducing ever so slightly in comparison to what we can manage to process here. These 11 workers. 5? That's no good. That's because they are getting picked up from here and then getting driven on a bus, like this one, for example. This is a perilous mountain road here. They're brave to do in winter, but it's very nicely kept. The last bit maybe, but okay. It's only for emergencies and construction. This is done, great, and they can walk to it. That means that people can walk from here to there without this not even existing. Very nice. 2 more orphanages. Why do we want these? We don't have room. I mean, it must be possible. It in this land with such a. I think that we have a very good birth rate, but we also have quite a reasonable, quite an. What would be the word? Respectable, high, significant, so on death rate due to all the pollution in the capital. Births, 40, say in the last, whatever this is, 3 and a bit years. So, births, 40,740, something, 50. Deaths, 36,416. Escapes, 2,500. 2,500? That sounds like a lot. What has happened? Have we had these? Yes, we have had adults living with their parents who have escaped. Yeah, that's where we remove the problem. If we have enough of these orphanages, yeah, we get we move the problem. Because otherwise, when the parents who live, for example, we can bring up the overlay tool to get the point across. Very good. Lifespan. 50 years old. But they still have children. I think. Not you. You have 1 child. You're 31. Yeah, right. And they only show up as having children. Whilst if we go from here instead. Yes. Parent. Matvei. Okay. 24-year-old. See if we can find someone old. An old parent. 53. It is certainly possible to find an old parent, I would think. And then their parents die before they grow up, and that's why they will end up in orphanages here with the very slow, with very low lifespan. S. Short life and short lifespan. Yes, those are very much correlated. 50. Yeah, the parents die, so they end up in orphanage. But if I build more orphanages, then I will move that problem down to... yes, what you're trying to say, yes. When a person dies here, if there's no spot in an orphanage and they're pretty much full, it's the old behavior, and then the child dies regrettably with their parent. Such is it in the Soviet Republic. Was it in the Soviet Republic? And now, since we have satiated these 8 orphanages or whatever it is I have total, maybe more, 10. Yeah, we lose a bit of population, but that's actually a good thing. Because if we don't, we will get these adults living with the parents. That will do then be escapes. I said that doesn't matter, though. No, but it's not in balance. No, but we need to keep people unhealthy and children dying unnecessarily to keep the numbers in balance. Sometimes that maybe it sounds cruel. Cruel. But the thing with the thing, yes, the thing with the Soviet Republic, yes, the thing with the Soviet Republic. There 6 prisoners escaped last year. Okay. Yes, that's when we didn't have any staff. But once that's okay. That's gets what you get. 80 prisoners in that one, and how many in current one, old ones, legacy prisons? Prison bus. Actual prison. 110. 105. Could move them from one of these prisons. That was sort of the point, really, because we wanted to free up the workforce. Yes, but, you know, it's almost full. As is. What happened to... how did this happen? I figure it's all or nothing here. And now we do not want any more. None. Okay, they're getting a bit... the government loyalty is being negatively affected. Yes, this is important. The government loyalty... don't have... I need to build a privacy breaching secret police in iron. The iron workers, the iron miners, they really... they shouldn't. They might not stand for it. Might have an uprising. Yeah, we might just have an uprising. But for... never mind. I need to know. Sorry. I need to know in order to know who to let to work at the prison and orphanage. But that's maybe not going to work. Come to think of it. It depends on when the worker decides on whether to get on the cable car or not. Because if they get up there and we know their government loyalty to be too low to work at either prison or orphanage, then what happens? I don't know. University, not quite, but a secret police. I really don't like this bit. Yeah, well then don't do it then. Don't do it then. Simple enough. You see, that's how it used to sound. If we could... let music be quiet here a little bit. Use road, remove road. Much better sound effect. Continue music. yes, cargo depot. No, none of that stuff. Secret police. Yes, autosave 17. Secret police. Large goddamn thing. And I think I have just the mod for this. It is a bit late in the calendar, but if this vehicle was available, it's definitely something we would choose to buy. For them to have as service vehicles, but we're not quite there yet. If we can get them constructing on it, and we'll be there within a short amount of time. For the time being, they're working on constructing these, and they have a lot of workers on site. Not enough bricks, but with 2 cranes and 111 workers, I think that will do all right. When the bricks arrive, that is. Okay. Yes. Secret police with special service cars coming. Orphanages are pretty much done. Prison is not quite full, but pretty much. But could we stand the second prison too? I think we could. We wanted to close down the prison in town. Maybe we should wait. No, because they need to send groundwork vehicles, and they are done with the groundworks for these. They ought to be good. Yes, we start work on second prison. See if it's done till spring or something. And I'll see you then, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching. I've only been around iron here now. What was this? 95 ticks. What is he? Yes. Number 90 something. And we've not been to PPP proper for a little while. No, but it seems to be working. Right. This is fine. We had adult children who escaped quite recently, so things ought to be good. Yes, things ought to be good. We're getting a secret police, and there we have it. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.